Sources of money to curb the Baloch movement, with proxy groups operating parallel economies alongside the frontier core, exploiting Balochistan's porous borders with Afghanistan and Iran, which have become a hub for opium and methamphetamine trade. These proxies impose taxes on smugglers and use the proceeds to finance their operations. The United Nations estimates that $2 to $3 billion annually flows through Balochistan's drug routes. Additionally, the smuggling of Iranian diesel into Pakistan via Balochistan generates another 500 million yearly, with the frontier core checkpoints taking a big cut out of it. In Gwadar and Quetta, proxies extort businesses and kidnap wealthy individuals for ransom, collecting around $20 million every year. And according to intelligence sources, in 2024, illegal mining of gold, copper, coal, Ambassador Deepak Vora was just talking about it, groups backed by the Frontier Corps brings in about another $1.5 billion annually, with profit shared between the proxies and these military officials. So overall, about $4 billion annually is being looted, plundered out of Balochistan, and it's the proxies planted by the Frontier Corps, the Pak army itself, who are actually hurting the Baloch movement and further persecuting the people. Mehran Murray?
It's absolutely true. And the death squads are at the forefront of this operation. People like the present chief minister, if you can call him that, Chaudhry Sarfaraz Masuri, that they've planted. He is a brainchild of the military. And it's people like him who head the death squads and supposedly head the government, the provincial government. And these are the traders, the rogue traders, that sell Baloch blood on international markets and then share the profits with their Punjabi masters.
Ramneek Man, you think Bharat should make its position official? Mehran Murray thinks so.
I think, there must be something going on. The gentleman we were referring to initially as a treasure to the world must have something up his sleeves. But there is a point that we are probably missing here. We've discussed the illegal diesel, the drugs, the cigarettes. We've forgotten about the organ harvesting that the Pakistani army has been doing. The missing Baloch boys and girls, their organs are missing. They're not just the whole of them missing, their organs are also missing. So the Pakistan army is doing just about everything in Balochistan, looting their natural resources to, stealing their organs. This is where Pakistan has come down to. But again, I feel that the United Nations collectively, I don't know, sir, how do you look at it, Deepak Vora Saab? You've been a diplomat all these years and counting, sir. But the UN has completely failed to address the human rights issues in Balochistan. It's about time that, we should step up our game in Balochistan and at least help these people. They were wronged. They were independent on 11th of August, 1947, much before India and Pakistan were. And Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who was the legal advisor to the then Shah of Kalat, he actually breached the trust of attorney and client privilege, and he actually coaxed them into joining the state of Pakistan. The Baloch always wanted to be free. The illegals, the Muktis, all these tribes there, they want to be free of Pakistan. Even today, this is probably the longest, freedom struggle that we've seen over the years.
And not just that, Mama Qadir Baloch has been on such a long protest trying to highlight the case of missing people in Balochistan.
They will never come back, sir, because their organs have been harvested.
Correct, but Ambassador Deepak Vora and Mehran Murray, more than Bharat getting active in Balochistan or whatever directly involved, the point is there has to be a certain waking up of those people for whom such a large place and such big atrocities have been blind spotted in the UN. How are they blind to this?
Honestly, I have represented... Sorry, Deepak.
Sorry. No, I was just going to say that I've served that wretched agency. It's going to be 80 years in August. I don't have anything in my house. I'm 74. Nothing in my house that's 80 years and I still use. I threw it out. Sir, in South Sudan, when I was your ambassador, it was called UN stood for unnecessary. They are useless. They just get up, they sleep the whole day, make a speech, go back to sleep. And that Guterres fellow, who's the Secretary General, says, I have no money, I have no military, I have no strength, I have a loud voice. So I'll raise that voice. That too has been curtailed. He doesn't open his mouth. So, sir, don't expect anything from those guys. It has to be, and I'm saying this with considerable thought, it has to be Afghanistan, Iran, Bharat, sir. I think if we come together Balochistan will find its destiny. And sir, our Baloch colleague, sir, I've been attending your meetings in New York, either virtually or in person, sir. Take it from me, sir. This Pathan is telling you his heart is Baloch, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Mehran Murray. As far as the UN, till the time it exists, something has to be done. Every year,
Yeah,
I have seen the Baloch people outside there in Geneva, and they're all the UN officials and all the others are visiting some of the other places, but the Baloch are largely ignored.
Yeah. I represented Balochistan in the UN in Geneva for 20 years. And
Yes.
then they put a 10-year ban on me because the stolen wealth from our gold, oil, gas, everything is in Swiss bank accounts. And that's exactly what I was exposing. The reality. Chinese stolen wealth and Punjabi army stolen wealth is in Swiss bank accounts. They put a ban on me. They arrested me at the airport. I'm a British citizen. They said you're a threat to Switzerland. So basically, the Human Rights Council should be moved out of Switzerland into an honorable country with a spine like United Kingdom, France, or Germany. Switzerland's a weak country. Its arms get twisted by military generals from China and Pakistan. So you can understand the UN has terribly miserably failed the Baloch nation.
Let us make sure it's shifted to Bharat. Then we'll sort it all
That
out.
would be great.
All right. On that note, I have to wind up. I've run out of time. Thank you, Mehran Murray. Pleasure speaking with you. Thank you, Ramneek Maan and Ambassador Deepak Warua and Colonel Raina. Thank you, viewers, for staying with us here on The Right Stand. Brass Tacks after the break. Stay with us.